Good morning, guys. It's early morning. On my way to work after a night's sleep. Worked a long shift yesterday. I may work again today. A long shift, I'm not for sure. So bear with me if I'm a little groggy. My coffee's not kicked in yet. Just this morning I was eating my breakfast and I usually put on YouTube. I usually watch some kind of video on YouTube, like an upcoming game or a game I'm interested in. I've been watching a lot of Battlefield 1. It looks really good. Thinking about actually picking it up before long. I'm going to wait till I get the Plus, or the either PlayStation Plus or Xbox Gold, because I want to enjoy the online as well. I don't know if that's possible with the campers, but we'll try. Yeah, it looks really, really good. I was, scrolling through different videos and stuff, and another one that caught my eye was it was an E3 2017 hands-on with Metal Gear Solid Survive. I'm a big Metal Gear fan, and the fact that Kojima left, got fired, whatever it was, the fallout that happened with Konami. Metal Gear kind of going into hiatus as far as the main series goes. Sorry, I'm trying to get away from that sun. With Metal Gear Survive being kind of a spin-off thing, like a zombie type shooter, I really had first I heard about it, I laughed. I'm like, oh my lord, they are officially out of ideas. They're not even trying with this game and stuff, but it's a spin-off. It's not really supposed to be like a main game. It's kind of the same concept as Call of Duty Zombies. It's not a real part of the main game. It's just a spin-off, something to have fun with. So kind of looking at it from that perspective and stuff. Sorry. My neighbor's mowed and my allergies are killing me today. With the spin-off and everything, I thought, I'll check it out. I enjoyed Metal Gear 5. It's probably one of my top 3 games, 4 games of all time. I'll check it out. I really enjoyed it. I thought Metal Gear 5, The Phantom Pain, had flawless control. I mean, I never once struggled with the control. It was very intuitive. I mean, it felt second nature to just use this control. It was just set up so well. And they're going to carry that same type of control over to this game. I was glad to see that. It does look very good. From what I've seen, graphics are the same as the Metal Gear Solid 5's graphics and stuff. It's kind of a repurposed map of Afghanistan, like Metal Gear Solid 5's map. So they've kind of recycled that a little bit. But I really don't have no problem with them recycling the map, because the map was huge and very well done. But it looks like it's going to be like a 4-man team, and basically you'll have an objective. The one that they showed was you had to defend this generator that sends out a pulse to kill the zombie infected, whatever you want to call them. The guys with the big red shard sticking out of their head. It looks really, really well done. Especially if you have a good team, this game looks like it will be very fun. I guess it was like a 20-minute video, and the guy was doing the whole, they did the entire mission. Barely got through it because of they didn't have any sort of teamwork and no communication between each other. They just everybody did their own thing. But yeah, they got through the objective. But yeah, you set up defenses, like fences and stuff like that. They were setting up like rolls of barbed wire and stuff, and you also get additional stuff you can use. One thing I thought was really cool looking was they had a sheep floating off the ground with a balloon. What was it called? The The same system from Metal Gear Solid 5, where you know, secure people and items and stuff from the battlefield. Well, the sheep is just floating in midair, and of course the zombie things are infected, whatever you want to call them, are trying to get it. You know, they're trying to eat the sheep. And he had set it up, and he got, you know, like probably like a dozen or so around there, a dozen to 20. And then, you know, he lobs a grenade in the middle of it. You know, that takes care of that lot. And I just thought that mechanic was just ingenious. Kind of, you know, they make it kind of how you want to play it, similar to Metal Gear Solid 5. Yeah, they were setting up defenses and stuff like that. One guy was setting up after so long, I think it was like wave 3, they had set up a mortar on top of a building and was, you know, shelling the infected that was coming their way. Let's see. They between rounds, you got several minutes, and you can run around, refortify the base, collect ammo, and all that stuff. But there's also an optional side op you can do, and they did that. It seemed like they said the first time all 4 went, so it kind of left their base kind of unattended, and they weren't really prepared for the next wave. So you know, it's, from the way I gather it, it's better if maybe 1 or 2 guys go on the op instead of 1. And he said it was better if you just delegate who does the side ops. The first one they did, they collected a bunch of random stuff like pots and pans and fuel and stuff like that. And they said it's very similar to Fallout 4's settlement system, where you collect random things, but you get it for the metal, for the rubber, you know, just stuff like that, so you can build things. And that's kind of the same concept as Metal Gear Survive. You don't build, like, you know, couches and beds and stuff like that, but you know, you build fortifications and you know, traps, booby traps, mines, stuff like that. So that's kind of cool. The second op they went on, that he said this time only 2 guys went, and the other 2 built, you know, fortifying the base and everything. And they there was some heavily armored infected guys around 2 walker gears, and so, you know, he said first they tried stealthy and it didn't really work well, so they just kind of run up to the walker gears, hopped on them, and just kind of cleared the lot out. It does have limited ammo though, so, you know, you can't really waste it, but it does have, you know, the melee attacks and stuff that works. He said it worked very well. I've noticed what they were doing, you know, building the defenses and all that stuff around the stuff, you know, around the base, the perimeter of the base to protect the generator. They could have easily built a fence also around the generator itself to slow the infected down, because the generator actually got attacked twice, which after so long it sends out a pulse and kills the infected, but it only does that once per round, and that also lets you know that it's took a lot of damage. So by the time round 3 started, it had a sliver of health left. And, you know, they ended up completing their op, but just barely. Their defenses in the 3rd round got overran really quickly. There's also they called them suicide zombies or infected, or whatever you want to call them. I'm going to keep calling them infected. They're just kind of these big guys that are armored, and they just run up to the fence and explode, basically. But I guess their lower half is unarmored, so you can take out the legs, and you pretty much, you know, take care of the thing, take care of the problem. But yeah, it seems very cool, especially if you had a good team. If you had a team of friends playing that game, I could see it being just being a blast. Kind of after the whole thing with Konami, I was very dissatisfied, you know, with Konami. They actually have just pretty much quit making games. They've done a lot of really stupid things, like canceling PT, you know, firing Kojima, or whatever it was, the fallout that happened there. So, you know, I was really, you know, dissatisfied with Konami as a company. I was a big fan of theirs for years. Um, Castlevania, Metal Gear. Um, those are some really, really good. I think even what is it, Contra that Konami makes as well. Just seems like they waste good franchises. I'd like to see those bought by a different company, but it overall, Metal Gear Survive does look very good. I think it was probably in the works before the whole Kojima thing happened, and they're just going to go ahead and finish it up. But I really don't think we will ever see a true Metal Gear Solid game. Probably just at the most, maybe some remasters of older ones. I would love to see Snake Eater get remastered, Metal Gear Solid 3. That's between that one and 5. I don't know which is my favorite. Both are very high up there. But yeah, that's kind of my first impression of Metal Gear Survive. I'll probably get it. Give it a try. At least rent it out of the red box. It looks really good. Looks like something that I would play and enjoy. Especially, like I said, if I get that plus or that, gold membership, I still don't know which one to get. I'm going to definitely enjoy playing that. I'd like to get some friends, up on that game, and we'll see what we can do with it. But anyway, guys, that does it for my impression of Metal Gear Solid Survive. If you get a chance, check that video out, because he does a much better job of it than I do. But he has gameplay and all that stuff, and I'm just talking about the game. But I like to give you my impression of the game as well. Like I said, I enjoyed what I saw of it. I'm a big Metal Gear fan, even though this definitely is not a Metal Gear title in any way. You can tell, stealth is pretty much, you don't need stealth on this one, at least from what I've seen. But anyway, that kind of does it. I hope you've enjoyed it. Check out my other videos, hit that like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I am signing out. I'll catch you later.